How is the weekly shopping experience in Spain? Do you shop locally or use supermarkets?
This was one of our little one of our little meltdowns when we got here. So, you've always got to bear in mind, when you move to another country, the thing is, in the UK, you don't realize it until you've moved somewhere else. We are absolutely spoiled with opening hours of supermarkets. You've got 24-hour ones and they close for 15 minutes on a Sunday. You can shop at 3 o'clock in the morning. You can get literally everything under one roof. Here, it's slightly different. Even though the supermarkets are fantastic, there's some things do ranges of some ranges and some don't. So that was one of the things that took some adjustment. Just as an idea as well, in the UK, you can buy pharmaceuticals in the UK as well in a supermarket. You can't here. Pharmaceuticals are much more heavily regulated, so therefore you have to buy them through a pharmacist. So there's just little tweaks that you've got to be mindful of. But yes, we do use the markets for fresh fruit and veg and things. But yes, we also use the supermarkets. It is a slightly different experience though, so please be aware of that.
It's really funny what Colin just said there. At the end of the day, you move in country. I'm not going to sit here and say to everybody, it'll be the best thing you've ever done in the end, but there's going to be bumps. And I think I've said it on a podcast before. I will never forget being in a supermarket after being here for 2 months, 2 weeks, whatever. And it had been stressful anyway, because you're moving. And I just remember being in the car park and ringing Carl. I was outside Consum. And I was crying my eyes out on the phone. I literally was. Because when you're so used to something and it's been so easy in your life, like getting my children Kellogg's cornflakes, and you can go on to any supermarket, and I used to have it set up at home because this is the UK culture. Everything's fast, it's speed. Shopping was just something that got delivered to my door every single week, and it'd be online, repeat order, and a home delivery. That's how I did it. In Spain, it is different because it's not got the same brands as what we're used to. But now, 5 years on, I actually use one supermarket, which is Mercadona, which is a Spanish supermarket. So 95% of the stuff that I need in my house now, I've learned what it is, where it is in Mercadona, and I'm fine. I even get Mercadona online. But there is still some things I have to go about for. But I'll know that day, I'll never forget crying on the phone. He was like, what is up with you? I was literally, because I'd been to 4 different supermarkets to try and buy the boys some cereal.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I must admit, I went to the Mercadona with my wife, and it was one of her favourite things in Spain. So that's all I can say about that.
It's just different. You just got to get used to it. It's just different to what.
If that's the worst thing you've got to deal with, it's not a bad one.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, it's not. We found cereal since then. It wasn't. I didn't go back home over Kellogg's cornflakes. That's for sure.
See you.